going on, guys? It's Primal Ryan here, back with another video. Today is officially January 1st. 2020 is finally over. Thank goodness. 2021 is up, and I know a lot of you guys are doing New Year's resolutions and stuff like that. So I wanted to bring you guys a video with my 5 tips to stick to your New Year's resolutions. And honestly, resolutions, a lot of people nowadays just like, they kind of shit on them, to be honest. And the reason why is because 80% of New Year's resolutions fail. So people kind of think of them as a joke, to be honest, and that isn't the case. You guys don't need to fail at your New Year's resolutions. I'm going to give you guys 5 tips, and hopefully that is going to help you guys on your way to achieve those New Year's resolutions instead of failing at them. Oh, I got a kid. Hi, Enzo. This is my buddy Enzo. Say hi. So, without further ado, tip number 1 is write down everything. So, what do I mean by write down everything? Well, write down everything. I mean, what you eat in a day, your workouts, your weight, you know, you have to write that stuff down. If you don't, you're just guessing throughout the day. So I have this journal here. I write down workouts, exercises. I record my weight in there. I write down diet, nutrition, any tweaks that I want to change to my diet. I write those in there. So if I was to ask you guys, what did you eat yesterday? You know, a lot of people would be like, oh yeah, I had a bagel for breakfast, blah, 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 salad for lunch, and then salmon and green vegetables for supper. And you'd be like, oh wow, you eat pretty healthy. But if you write down everything you eat, you're not gonna miss anything. So essentially what I'm saying is, when you're writing things down, maybe somebody brought donuts to work and you had a donut, or you snuck a cookie, or you had a couple bites of your kids' food, or finished the chicken nuggets, whatever it is, you're not gonna miss those things, and those things add up big time throughout the day. So if you write everything down, you're not gonna miss that. You're gonna stay accountable. Yeah, and your weight, you can see if you record your weight every single day. I know a lot of people say like, it's not good to do that. You can become obsessed with the scale, but if you use it properly, you can see if you're on a trend. The trends are what you should be looking for. So not every day, it doesn't matter if you're plus or minus whatever, but on a weekly basis, if you see a trend that you're either gaining weight, you're losing weight, or you've stayed the same for 2 or 3 weeks at a time, then you know that it's time to make some changes. So look for trends, write everything down. The other thing that you can use is called MyFitnessPal. It's a huge help. You can scan food right off of the app on your phone. Scan food, enter food, put your favorites in, like the protein waffles. If you guys saw my last video, I have that saved as a favorite. So I just go in, add protein waffles every morning, 560 calories. I know, bam, bam, bam. It's super easy. And then at the end of the day, I can see if I hit my goals. If I was a little bit high, then I know to tweak it for the next day. If I was a little bit low, then I can tweak it for the next day. Like, it's super easy. But if you don't record everything, if you don't journal, if you don't use something to keep yourself accountable, you're just going to be guessing. You're going to be thinking, oh, I'm not losing any weight, when actually on a trend you actually are. Or you're just not writing down things to stay accountable, and you're missing things that aren't going to let you get to your goals. Hopefully that was clear. Tip 1, write down everything. Write down it, put it in an app, do it, whatever, put it on your fridge. I have like a training sheet, especially when I start Ironman training. My training gets a little bit more complicated. So I write down what I have to do at the start of the day. And I know if it's a 5K run, if it's a 45-minute bike ride, if it's a 1,000-meter swim, like I know that's what I have to do today. And I will check it off as I go throughout my day. So write down things, everything, Stay accountable. See you guys tip 2.
No one there to ask his business, no one there to make a slip. A stranger there among them had a big iron on his hip. A big iron on his hip. It was early in the morning when he rode into the town. He came riding from the south side, slowly looking all around. He's an outlaw, loose and running, came the whisper from each lip, and he's here to do some...
All right, tip 2, guys. Tip 2 is try something new and have fun doing it. So, what I mean, guys, try something new, go out there, do something you've never done before. So for me, in 2019, I decided I wanted to do an Ironman. So I had to start training for swimming, biking, running, instead of the typical weightlifting that I had been doing. And what it did for me was it reignited my passion for swimming. So when I was a kid, I used to swim all the time. I love getting in lakes, oceans. I love swimming. But I hadn't done it for so long that I had like forgotten that I love swimming. So trying something new led to me doing an Ironman race, led to me falling back in love with swimming, and led to me setting my goals higher and higher now, where I want to start doing marathon swims and these longer swims. So what I'm saying, try something new. Might lead you on this crazy path that you would never know if you just stuck to your normal routine. It might lead to new fitness goals, new fitness endeavors, and stuff like that. So like for me, it led to swimming, and now when the pool's open, I swim 3 times a week as part of my fitness routine, whether I'm training for an Ironman or not. I just love swimming. So try something new, get out there, have fun with your fitness goals. You don't have to do something you hate doing. Like if you don't like weightlifting or whatever it is, you don't have to do that just because you think it's what you should be doing. Get out there, try stuff, try yoga, try spin class, try bar class, try weightlifting, get some kettlebells, try those. Just try a bunch of things until you find what works for you, and then stick to that. Be disciplined, be consistent with that thing that you love, that you have passion for, and that is how you're going to get to your goals.
Yeah. Don't be afraid to be different. Don't be afraid to be different, y'all. Don't be afraid to be different. Don't be afraid to be different, y'all. Don't be afraid to be different. Don't be afraid to be different, y'all. Don't be afraid to be different. Don't be afraid to be different, y'all. West Philadelphia, born and raised on the playground is where I fed. Get all that. Came in the game. Got me lost in the woods. Yeah, you really got me lost. Doing things I never would. Girl, you got me high on the Georgia pines. Don't matter what I do, can't get you off my mind. You got me young and thinking that I'll never get this chance again. Make me wanna bend a knee, put a ring on your hand. You're my time, baby. Sweet tea, little Bud Light, baby. You shine better than me, oh my. And the honky tonk, you're everything a man could want. That's right. Yeah, the whole world. What I want, what I want, what I want, yeah. I'm gonna do what I want, what I want, what I want, yeah. I'm gonna run till I'm gone, till I'm gone, till I'm gone, yeah. Can you feel it? Can you feel it?
All right, guys, enough singing. Let's get to it. Tip 3 is set small goals on your way to your big goal. So goal setting 101 is obviously make SMART goals. So it's okay to make these big drastic goals, But you have to have small goals along the way to keep yourself accountable, to keep yourself motivated, and to make sure that you're actually getting towards that big goal. So what do I mean? If your big goal is, let's say, you are severely overweight and your goal is to lose 100 pounds. You know, your goal can't be, oh, I'm gonna lose 100 pounds. It has to be, okay, first, let's lose 25 pounds. Let's lose 10 pounds. These small goals on the way to that. Now that's a simple example. Like for me, 2.5 months ago, I was 209 pounds. My first goal was to get to 200. Then it was to get to 195. Now I'm right at 190, 191, 192 in that area. So the next one, now I have to readjust so that I can get to my next goal of 185. So that's what I mean by setting these small goals. Like if you were to say, oh, I want to do a full Ironman, that's a great goal. But if you're 250, 300 pounds, you've never ran a 5K in your life, maybe you should chop that goal up into smaller goals, like lose some weight, like lose 10 pounds, lose 15 pounds, lose 30 pounds, whatever it is, run a 5K, be able to bike for an hour straight, be able to swim 1,000 meters, maybe like do a 5K, a 10K, do an open water swim, do like these small goals, and it keeps you super motivated. As you keep chopping down those small goals, it keeps you motivated and it keeps you headed towards that bigger goal. So tip 4, which kind of ties into the same thing, is be specific. So with goal setting, that's one of the most important things, is to be specific. And it's why a lot of people fail on their way to for their New Year's resolutions. So a lot of people, you ask somebody, what's your New Year's resolution? Well, it's to lose weight, or to eat healthy, not spend as much money, whatever. Those are super vague and broad goals, and if you set goals like that, it's gonna be tough to get there. And yeah, it's not gonna be the best thing for you. So instead of setting those broad term goals, say I want to lose 25 pounds and this is what I'm going to do to get to that goal. Or I want to spend less money. You could break that up into, I'm not going to go to Starbucks twice a day, I'm only going to go once a day, and that will compound over a week, over 2 weeks, over a month, over 6 months. And that's how you can save money. You have to be specific with your goals. If you're not, if they're too broad, there's no actionable actions. There's no actions that you can take to get there. If you're not specific and you don't break your goals up into small goals, you're just setting yourself up for failure. So tips number 3 and 4 is be specific, tip number 4, and tip number 3, chop up your big goal into several small goals. And I'll see you guys for the 5th tip. What is going on, guys? We are back for our 5th and final tip of the day on how to stick to your New Year's resolutions. I saved tip 5 for the last because it might be the most important tip of the day. And that is, be honest with yourself, stay accountable, and be honest. If you can't be honest with yourself, how do you expect to be honest with other people? So once you have set your goals, once you have set your action steps on how to achieve your goals, you are well on the way. You're 85% of the way there. What you have to do along the journey is stay accountable and be honest with yourself. Ask yourself, am I doing my workouts to 100% of my capabilities? Am I pushing myself to the limit? Am I pushing myself past the limit? Am I doing everything I need to be doing? Am I journaling? Tip number 1. Am I counting all my calories? Am I writing everything down? Am I actually staying accountable and being consistent with things? You have to ask yourself this, because a lot of people on their way, they will just start going through the motions. They'll skip workouts. They'll skip their diets. They'll break the rules and not be even aware of them. So if you're not honest with yourself, you can start breaking these rules. You'll start skipping workouts and cheating on your diet and doing all these things that you shouldn't be doing. They're not going to get you to your goals. You have to be driven and mindful of what you're doing on a daily basis, because the only way to get to your goals is to stay consistent, stay disciplined, and charge forward and battle every day to get to your goals. It's a battle, guys. Nobody said it's going to be easy to achieve those goals, but I believe in you and we can do it together. So those are my 5 tips for the day. If you guys enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe to the channel, because I do want to build this channel into a community of like-minded individuals who are charging forward and crushing their goals on a daily basis and doing things they never thought were imaginable. That's my goal for the channel, and I'm going to continue to pump out these videos for you guys. So please subscribe to the channel. Share this video with some of your friends that you think would benefit from these tips. And let me know in the comments if I missed anything. If you guys have extra tips, please share. I would love to hear them. And I will see you guys in the next video.